Today our topic is how to be more rational using Stoic logic. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes we feel lost, confused, or overwhelmed by our emotions. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism teaches us how to face these challenges with calm and reason. Stoicism is not about hiding your feelings or pretending everything is fine. It is about understanding what you can control, accepting what you cannot, and focusing on your own actions and thoughts. To be more rational, we need to learn how to think clearly, avoid unnecessary stress, and make better decisions. Let's explore how Stoic logic can help us do that. First, Stoicism teaches us to separate what is in our control from what is not. This is one of the most important ideas in Stoic philosophy. Many things in life are outside of our control, like the weather, other people's opinions, or the past. When we worry about these things, we waste our energy and create unnecessary stress. Instead, Stoics focus on what they can control, their own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. For example, if someone insults you, you cannot control their words, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to stay calm and not let their words disturb you. This is how Stoic logic helps us stay rational. It reminds us to focus on what matters and let go of what doesn't. Second, Stoicism teaches us to question our emotions. Emotions are natural, but they can cloud our judgment if we let them take over. Stoics believe that our emotions are often caused by our thoughts and beliefs, not by the events themselves. For example, if you feel angry because someone criticized you, it is not the criticism itself that made you angry, but your belief that the criticism is unfair or harmful. Stoic logic helps us examine these beliefs and see if they are true or reasonable. If you believe that criticism is always bad, Stoicism would ask you to reconsider. Criticism can be helpful if it helps you improve. By questioning your emotions, you can avoid overreacting and make better decisions. Third, Stoicism teaches us to accept reality as it is. This does not mean we should give up or stop trying to improve our lives. It means we should recognize the facts and work with them, not against them. For example, if you lose your job, it is natural to feel upset, but Stoic logic would ask you to accept the situation and focus on what you can do next. You can look for a new job, learn new skills, or use this time to reflect on your goals. By accepting reality, you can avoid wasting energy on things you cannot change and focus on what you can do to move forward. This is how Stoicism helps us stay rational and practical, even in difficult situations. Fourth, Stoicism teaches us to focus on the present moment. Many of our worries and fears come from thinking too much about the past or the future. We regret things we did or didn't do, or we worry about what might happen. Stoic logic reminds us that the past is gone and the future is uncertain. The only thing we have is the present moment. By focusing on the present, we can make better use of our time and energy. For example, instead of worrying about an upcoming exam, you can focus on studying now. Instead of regretting a mistake, you can learn from it and move on. This is how Stoicism helps us stay grounded and avoid unnecessary stress. Fifth, Stoicism teaches us to practice gratitude and perspective. Sometimes we feel unhappy because we focus on what we lack or what is going wrong. Stoic logic encourages us to look at the bigger picture and appreciate what we have. For example, if you are feeling stressed about work, you can remind yourself that having a job is a privilege and that many people are struggling to find one. If you are feeling lonely, you can remind yourself of the people who care about you and the opportunities you have to connect with others. By practicing gratitude, we can shift our focus from what is missing to what is present. This helps us stay positive and rational, even in difficult times. Sixth, Stoicism teaches us to prepare for challenges. Life is unpredictable, and we cannot avoid all problems. Stoics believe that we should expect difficulties and prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally. This does not mean we should live in fear or pessimism. It means we should be realistic and resilient. For example, if you are starting a new project, Stoic logic would encourage you to think about what could go wrong and how you would handle it. By preparing for challenges, you can face them with confidence and calmness. This is how Stoicism helps us stay rational and strong, even in tough situations. Seventh, Stoicism teaches us to value virtue over external things. Many people focus on things like money, fame, or success, but Stoics believe that true happiness comes from living a virtuous life. Virtue means being honest, courageous, and wise. These are qualities that no one can take away from you, and they do not depend on external circumstances. Stoic logic reminds us to focus on what really matters, our character and our actions. For example, instead of worrying about what others think of you, you can focus on being a good person and doing the right thing. By valuing virtue, we can live with integrity and peace of mind. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to see challenges as opportunities. Every difficulty in life is a chance to learn, grow, and become stronger. Stoic logic encourages us to embrace challenges and use them to improve ourselves. For example, if you face a setback, you can see it as a test of your resilience and creativity. If you face a conflict, you can see it as a chance to practice patience and understanding. By seeing challenges as opportunities, we can stay motivated and rational, even when things are hard. In conclusion, Stoic logic is a powerful tool for thinking clearly and living well. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, question our emotions, accept reality, live in the present, practice gratitude, prepare for challenges, value virtue, and see challenges as opportunities. By applying these principles, we can become more rational, calm, and resilient in the face of life's difficulties. Stoicism does not promise a life without problems, but it gives us the tools to handle problems with wisdom and strength. So, the next time you feel stressed, confused, or overwhelmed, remember the wisdom of Stoicism and ask yourself, what can I control? What can I learn? How can I grow? These questions will guide you toward a more rational and fulfilling life.